Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Baz, WELDERFABBER. And today I'm going to go over to Lincolnshire with the engine, the Cummins engine that we've found for the trenching machine. Now then, in my opinion, that's like finding a needle in a haystack for that spec engine that we managed to find for them guys. So we'll get it strapped on the trailer in a minute and head over there. And then we also head up to Scotland to fit that little bracket that Arvin made for us, that little attachment for the blade, and get that welded on and go and see Will with the 736 Dozer. So I'll play the footage, director. So the engine has just arrived. Cummins engine, 6-cylinder. Should be 330 brake horse running at 2,100 revs per minute. So it's plated there, you probably won't be able to see on cam, but it says 335 to 100. So this is a fully refurbished engine, 0 hours on it after the refurb. So it does come with a warranty. And it's one of DMJ drainage machines. Now then, this is a bit of a coincidence as it just falls on the day that I have a meeting with DMJ. So I've got the engine for him and I'm going to take it over to Lincolnshire right now. It took me an hour to find this engine, 1 hour. I'm just hoping that it does fit. Now then, with a Cummins engine, the blocks on them are pretty much all the same on the 6 cylinders. Can you see these plates? And that plate there. So you've got different ports, so they can be, you can put different things in different positions. So when we get to the engine at the other side, can you see like that is there? That really could be there as well. Do you know what I mean? So you could move that from there to there, depending on what machine it goes in. So looking at the photos that got sent me, can you see another one there? The photos that got sent me, this engine should fit into the machine. Just have to change a few parts, get a few new gaskets. But that's the main thing as well. 330 horse to 100. So now I've got a 4-hour drive over to Lincolnshire. So just landed at DMJ, Lincolnshire. Now then, this motor is out of a trencher, a 3020 Mastonbrook trencher. And that's main man himself there, Darren. That's the machine. Alright, bud?
Alright, yeah, how about you?
Oh, look at this! Look at this, what I'm on! Huh? Right, tell us what's happened, bud.
Basically last week the engine decided to let go. So.
Last week?
Yes.
So that is a bit of a coincidence, as I have a meeting scheduled with Darren a month ago, didn't I? Yeah. And the engine blew last week.
Yes.
And I found it within an hour of these men ringing me. Now let's go and take a look at the engine. So what do you reckon happened?
Well, it's, we think it's overheated, but I think the cause of it is due to antifreeze being put in with the wrong antifreeze and reaction, and it's ended up bunging the water ports and everything. So
right,
this is
from the injectors and everything.
Yeah.
So that was a bit of a lucky find, wasn't it?
It wasn't all, yeah.
You know, the motor that we've got, I mean, looking at that now, the sump's the wrong way around, which doesn't matter because it can sit in there right, can't it?
Yeah.
The dipstick's in a different spot, which doesn't matter because we don't need to turn the sump round.
It's just in the front spot there.
Yeah, so the dipstick's there on the other engine, which won't matter if it fits in the machine.
Yeah.
And everything else seems the same.
It's one of the American-made Cummins.
It's an American-made Cummins.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, is a blower the same on it, not?
No, this is just a standard blower on that one. These are replacement. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a wastegate turbo on that one. But,
so another important part was the horsepower and the revs per minute.
Yeah. 335 horse at 2100 revs per minute.
Yeah. So that is marked up at that 300. Yeah.
Which keeps the shaft speeds good for the pumps and everything on the machine.
So really, it was a bit of a barn find, wasn't it?
It was definitely, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think you guys found one. Was it over in Germany?
Yeah, there was a brand new one set over there, but it was the wrong turbo.
Wrong turbo.
But they could get one for it.
Yeah.
But it's just logistics of getting it
Yeah,
over
getting
here as
it
well.
over here,
We found another one set at Retford.
Yeah.
But it was a brand spanker, never done a thing, but it was totally wrong.
Was it?
Yeah.
What one had done in the machine?
She was 500 horse.
Right.
It was basically made for a wagon.
So all the numbers really had to match, didn't they?
They
So
do, yeah.
luckily the one that I brought today all match. So can you boys get off the trailer and me and Darren can go and have a meeting, yeah?
Yeah, we'll have a go.
Yeah. All right, mate. Yeah. And it's been a horrendous drive down here with the weather, and just having that sat up back at trailer like it is on the bumpy roads, that's my responsibility. Now it is not my responsibility to coming off the trailer. I'll leave that with you, bud. All right. Where's Darren? Alright, so here's Darren.
Hello.
The main one. So we've just had a meeting about the track dumper bodies that we're going to be fabricating in probably 6 months' time, I'd say.
Yeah.
Once all the drawings and everything are done. So Bradley's have also been here from Prinoff. And now we're here with Pete the sheep. How you doing, Pete?
Hello, not too bad.
Where did you get Pete the sheep?
I used to have a few sheep myself at one time.
You used to have a few sheep, did I, lad?
I did.
Right, so what we got in here, Pete? We've got a few issues that we need to look at.
Yeah, we do on the Simba Solo.
So what's this machine called for starters?
The Rexus Twin.
That's a Rexus Twin.
Yeah, by Vardastat. Few problems on it, need sorting out.
What's this thing called?
Case Quad Track.
Case Quad Track.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a wander and have a look, yeah? Have you got two of these, Darren?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
so-
got two of these, yeah.
Oh, this is your fellas, is it?
Yeah. I just thought this would be an interesting project for you. More agricultural engineering, something.
Yeah, well, I do want to get into more farm machinery, I must be honest. Right, so, is that what we're looking at? This crack?
Yeah, that's the problem area on these Rexuses. Yeah.
Right.
They've strengthened it here, you see. They should have carried on maybe more here, but...
Definitely. So it's gone on both sides?
It has, yeah. On the other press as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And somebody's plating it up. So did you buy it like this, or is you...
Yeah, that's been fixed here, but we bought it like that. It's a farm workshop repair, that is.
That's a farm workshop repair.
Yeah.
Right, so what we're thinking is come out here and repair it, Darren?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Yeah, there's two of these to do.
There's two of these to do.
Yeah.
Right. So this box section here, if you look, this drawbar, I'll stand back a little bit so you can see. You can see where the weak spot will be, right there. So I presume this happens on a lot of them.
Only, I say, on the 10-metre ones.
10 metres.
Yeah.
So,
This is the same drawbar as on the 6-metre.
is it?
Yeah, just the same.
Right.
You've got a hell of a lot more weight.
Oh, God, yeah. I think they're 14 tonne, I think these are.
14 tonne.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So really with that there, there's a few options of how to repair that. So we could cut that plate off and plate it underneath. Yeah?
Yeah, so it goes along here. Yeah.
And plate it on the side. Or we could cut a hole in the box section, right? Basically cut that outer skin off and plate it all back on the inside.
Inside, yeah.
Yeah, and then also put a plate on the outside but on the inside, if you know what I mean, and then butt that back up to it. So it's double skinned all around it.
Oh, yeah, that will strengthen it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So basically we're cutting a hole in the box section, sliding plates inside the box, and then welding the outer skin back on, which I will show you because I think that's what we'll do. Do you know what I mean, when we come down and do it. Yeah. What else is there down here?
Simba Solo.
Pete the sheep. Right.
This is the problem area with these. Breaking here. These have been farm workshop repaired.
So how deep are these then, Pete? When you
Well,
pull
we're
them?
on about 10 inches here,
10
but they
inches,
will go down to a foot deep.
Right.
But we normally run at 10.
So
When
these
it's
are,
hard going and that, you see, it breaks them here, then you've got a lot of downtime. Taking all this off, and then it maybe bends that ram.
that's that little ram we were looking
Yeah,
at before in
yeah.
the workshop, yeah.
Downtime.
You just can't afford the downtime.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
How long have you been working on these machines out, Rob?
This type of machine, maybe 10, 12 years, maybe we've had them
How old are you now?
coming nearly 70.
Nearly
I've
70.
been working on my farm all my life, 55 years.
55 years. Have
Under my belt, yeah.
you been working for your father all his life?
No, 27 years I think I've been here.
27 years?
Yeah, this one, right, yeah.
Right, flipping out.
Yeah, I started work on a farm when I was 15.
Right,
Yeah.
fair play to everyone. Like Little Cloud down in Wales, you remember Little Cloud down in Wales? He's 76, still working on quarry. 76.
Crikey.
He says to me, I'm not going to stop working. The day I stop working is the day I die.
This is it, like, yeah, this is why I keep coming in now and again, like, yeah.
keep doing a bit.
Now and
Yeah.
again, it's just 40 nowadays, don't you?
14 hours.
I have done, yeah, I have done this year, odd days. I go by what the weather is like, you see.
Yeah, yeah.
Try and get, yeah.
Phone's going. Oh yeah, answering that just yet. Right, so these, how many on each machine? These now, these arms.
There's
1,
8 on
2,
one and
3.
9 on another one.
Yes, there's,
Right.
there's two of these. To do.
Two machines.
Two of these. Two,
of these.
right,
Oh,
two of
the
these.
same problem.
Right, with you.
The same problem.
Yeah.
There's like, he's literally breaking another one to keep one
Yeah,
going.
keep going.
Is it?
Getting hold of the spares.
Right. So are they both running at the same time? Not is one a spare?
One's a spare.
One's a spare. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what best bet then is. If you get one at fitters to take these arms off, yeah, and then if all them come back to the workshop,
Yeah.
right, just thinking out loud here now, if all them arms were to come off and back to our workshop, we could repair all them and then come back and do the repair on the drawbar.
Yeah, sounds good plan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. At which time they'll have that machine up and running in a couple of days, won't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. No problem at all. So are you happy with that, Nick, the sheep?
I am, yeah.
What a boy, still working, still grafting. Huh? We thought we'd get Nick on the channel. And what's this, Nick? Describe this to me. What is it? What does it do?
Well, it normally, when
It's
this is,
secondary cultivation
yeah.
after this, isn't it?
yeah,
Is it?
really.
Yeah.
That's what that does. I know very little about farm machinery.
That's in terms of farm kit, that's a big piece of kit. That.
Is it?
10 metres wide.
10 metres wide.
Yeah.
Right. So I might get to know a bit more about farm machinery coming to work with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So they have got quite a few other little bits of jobs for us to do around here. So me and Cal and maybe Sam will probably come down and have a few days down here and stay overnight somewhere. But we'll leave Blue parked in here overnight.
Yeah.
I don't. If I go on site anywhere, I never leave the van parked outside. Put it that way. All right. So I've got an 4-hour drive back, maybe 5-hour drive back to the workshop. So at least we've got the motor here. We've had the meeting and we've got a few more jobs in the bag. All right, bud.
Yeah.
Just got back to the workshop, 7 o'clock at night, and we're just loading the van to go to Scotland tomorrow. We're going up near Glasgow to a Dozer, to a 736 LIBHERR. We've also got a new MiG today, a new Warrior, the Mark III, that's got 4T on it, so it's got auto. We're also using the new M4 torch on this. These are an air-cooled torch. Absolutely brilliant. If you want to try a new torch, these don't get hot. Where they get really hot on the neck normally, like a Binzel torch or something, these don't get hot. Highly recommend them. So we're going to go and fit the segments on the drive, and we're also fitting the attachment on the front that my little father made for us. If you remember the machining, this part here. So I'm hoping that that attaches to the airframe of the front of the Dozer, and that doesn't actually travel through the airframe. I don't know. But Will sent me the template, so I'm hoping that it doesn't go through the airframe. Do you know what I mean, don't you, by the airframe on the front of the Dozer? And Carl, where's that template? the airframe on the front of the Dozer anyway, and then you got your big ball. Yeah, well that is what that attaches to the big ball. So the van's loaded, gassed up, we've got the air arc in, so we actually are going to try the 6mm carbons tomorrow on the Shindawa, so I reckon it'll run 6mm carbons, that. You know, so these are what I mean by 6mm carbons for those people that don't know. For the arcer, if it does, bonus. If it doesn't, we'll put a gouging nozzle in the gas and gouge it off. And if we take the weld off and we notice that it goes through the frame, then we've got a bit of an issue. We either abandon it and make a new plan, or try and cut it flush and weld that bit on. But I'm hoping it'll be welded to the airframe, so it shouldn't be too bad. The muncher's finished, 4 hours stopped, so you can come and collect that tomorrow. We've got another little selector grab in there that just needs a bit of a job doing to it. And we've got 3 vans coming in for a bit of racking. I think they're transit pickups or something like that want some racking in the back where the back seats would normally be in a crew cab. So we'll be doing them after we've done these jobs, really. Plasma's been running fine. No issues with the plasma. Done plenty of cuts for us so far. The only thing I'm trying to work out is how many cuts you can do with the consumables that are actually in the machine. And then I can work out my hourly cost and the speed of it, how fast it can actually cut things. So we are setting cameras up on it, and we are taking times on how many cuts, how many pierces per nozzle that you get out of the machine itself. And then I'll come up with a price. So that's it for today. We'll go again, 5 AM, and we'll see you in Scotland. So we just landed in Scotland at a wind farm, just south of Glasgow. And there's one of the bases there for one of the wind turbines. So we're actually just looking for the Dozer. It is about 2 miles within the site. We're following that transit van going up that hill there. That's Will, the owner of the Dozer. And what a lovely drive up here this morning. It's always better going north than going south. So it is a LIBHERR 736, so we're going to change the segments in the bracket. We'll get to the machine in a minute and give you a close-up view of what we're doing. Haven't we? Yeah. So Callum's in the van with me today. Thought I'd give him a ride out. Give him an easy day. He has an easy day every day, but he can't really. Turn camera round onto yourself, Cal. Easy day for Cal. Easy day. Cal, you need to start answering questions in comments. Find some questions that Callum again in comments. What time you started answering some questions? Getting close. Must be getting close. Oh, here we are. I can see the Dozer. Just need it in a good spot where there's no wind. So we might have a couple of track guards to take off. Oh, we can get to the segments easy enough there, can't we? Really? Back end there. And what we'll do, we'll take the blade off now before we do the welding on the airframe. Okay, so here we are at the Dozer. Blade has just come off. We've come to change the seggies on both drives and change the bracket on the front of the blade. Now this is Will. How you doing, mate?
Not too bad, and yourself?
So this is your own machine, is it?
Well, mine and my father's, yeah.
Yours and your father's. How many machines have you got?
3 dozers and a rubber duck and a couple of smaller bits and pieces, rollers and Challenger and box, and
So you live down south and fly up here every week?
every 2 weeks, yeah. Fly up and down, yeah.
Fly up and down country just to drive. You must be a good Dozer driver to do that.
I don't know about that, I just get paid to attend, I think.
So alright, tell me the issues you've had with the front end of this Dozer.
Well, it's a non-greasable item, and the bearing failed at 7,300 hours, so it's a bit of, you know what I mean, it's a bit of a sign, you know, it's well made, it's just, it wouldn't be the best design in the world, but you can.
I wonder why it's a non-greasable item. That you'd have thought there'd have been a grease nipple in the side of it or something, wouldn't you?
I think so, wouldn't it? But I suppose, you know, you've got
But
muck dropping
yeah,
down it. I suppose it could go like grinding paste.
Could build up with grease and grind it away, yeah.
But, you know,
So it's broke that half moon, yeah, and then I take it started to wear into the actual block.
yeah, when it first failed, it wore this sort of top lip away, and we built it up again with weld, but as you can see, it keeps fracturing the bearing shell, so
yeah,
it's time to cut it off and put a new one on.
So my only issue does that go through the frame, or does it just butt up to the frame? So Will sent me a template down and some dimensions, and this is what we had made of Arvin, my little Indian father, as you would have seen on a previous chapter. So that is exactly the same as what's on the airframe at the moment. So what we're also going to test today is the arc on the Shindawa on 6mm carbons. So I'll be interested to see if it runs with the compressor. I can't believe we've actually not tried it on 6mm carbon. I'm pretty sure I tried it on 6mm carbons when I was back at Hertz, and it wouldn't run it, but I was running it on extension leads, so you can imagine how much power it's losing running it through an extension lead. So now with direct feed into the machine, we might just get good power to run the 6mm carbons. So Cal's just going to clean up with a wire brush around now, and then we'll attack it. There's a loading shovel here that guy wants me to have a look at a bit of an issue with. So I'll just have a word with this operator and show you guys. We're also going to put the Warrior, the new Warrior, to the test today. Proper little MIG for on-site. If anybody's looking for an on-site MIG welder, you just need 8 kVAs to run that. So whenever you get to a job, yeah, there's always somebody else that comes along with another job that needs to be done, yeah. So this loader bucket needs some attention. Now the operator, which is an owner operator again, but he is actually selling this machine and after this job. But we've got one of the loader arm pins here that's needs rebushing. This could do with an expander pin, I'll be honest with you. If we should bang an expander pin in there and put a new bush in that loader arm, that'd be sound, it'd sort that problem out. But whilst we're here and he's only just wants a quick repair on it, what we'll do, we'll take all that weld off, take that pin out, clean that pin up and re-weld that pin back in. As you can see, it's had some iffy welding put on there. Yeah, so we'll put a bit of WELDERFABBER welding on, yeah. The pin should come out easy and then we'll have a look at it. It's actually on a quick hitch, this, can you see? It's on a quick hitch, so the bucket will come off dead easy. That'll release a lot of weight and that'll make it a lot easier for us to get that pin out, as you will see once we've finished the Dozer. So yeah, mate, we'll have a look at that. Alright, This is the man himself here. We'll have a look at it. That bucket needs some serious attention, bud.
Got plenty of money.
Has it? Well, get sent bucket. Are you selling all that? Are you selling machine? Are you going to keep bucket?
No, selling that machine there, so
Are you going to keep bucket or not?
no, I don't think I'll keep.
Get rid of a lot.
I get rid of a lot. I'm looking to.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say if we were going to keep the machine, he could send the bucket into us and we'd do a full hit on that. Nice job on it. We are actually in the process at the moment of designing our own buckets that we're going to cut on the plasma very soon, within the next couple of weeks. I'm going to build a right smart hard hot bucket with no hangers on it, probably for a 20-ton machine, and then it will be for sale as a WELDERFABBER spec bucket. That's the plan, boys and girls. Nice views up here. And look at Blue, don't you look good? Anyway, we'll get a little cam set up and let's get this gouged off. With the archer. So a test for Shindower here. Tom, if you're watching, this is a good test for the Shindower. Let's see if it pulls it off. So as Cal's gouging that off, I'm just changing the segments. You can see the wear from the old segment to the new segment. This is what a lot of drivers do, just change the segments rather than the chains as well. Although the segments will wear down a lot faster, but you'll get more life out of it before your chain starts jumping with on the segment. We'll buff all that face up on the drive before we put the new segment on. The gun isn't gunning them off, so we're having to bar them off. A 3/4 bar. I did actually go to buy a 3/4 drive gun yesterday and they didn't have one in stock, so I've ordered it and it'll be in stock by the time we get back. So yeah, straightforward job this. Nice to know that the Arco works on the Shindower. I'm really pleased about that. I think we might try an 8mm carbon in it, but we've not got one on the van. But we'll try it next time when we're in the workshop. So we're just going to give it a little tap, see if it drops off. Hey!
Smaller, aren't it?
See, the Arco is an absolute game changer when it comes to little jobs like this. Just give that a quick buff up now, tap the other one on. Saving Willie here an absolute fortune, aren't we, lad?
I'd say so.
Fortune.
I'd say so. I haven't had the bill yet.
You'll have the bill before I leave.
I'd say so.
Yeah, that's nice and easy now. All we'll have to do, we've got a bit of wind coming in this direction, so we'll just have to block the wind before we start using the MIG. Yeah, we're just going to run solid wire, normal solid wire with gas, so there's no flux today, and put 3 passes all around it, put the blade back on, job done. Got it tacked in now. We pulled it back with a bit of a dog. See how we've got a prep on the top side and on the underside. So now we're going to put a bit of preheat in it before we do any welding. Gas. Well, it's fully welded on now. We'll just wire your bushing off. Now we're just going to take this bit of spatter off here with the buffing pad. And then we'll lift the blade back on with the duct. Segment wise, we just took the segments off that we can take off before we can track the machine. And then we'll just do them one at a time as we move the machine forward in a minute once the blade's back on. Perfect. Blade back on. Nice job. Nice and tight. As you could see, like the bearing bush was broken before. We've got all the segments on both drives back on. Now then, that'll just give the tracks a little bit more life, make it a bit more comfy to drive, will ya? And then you'll change the chains at some point.
At some point, yeah. Prolong the life of them a bit.
Prolong the life of them a little bit, get as many hours out of the machine as possible.
Value for money.
Nice for money. Where did you find those guys from anyway?
Well, I've followed you on Instagram and YouTube for 4 or 5 years, I'd say so.
Yeah. Well, it'll be Instagram for 4 years and YouTube for a year. We're just over a year now been on YouTube, haven't we? Yeah. You know what I mean? So, how happy are you with the job?
Well, extremely. Like I said to you, I put it out to 3 people, and you was the only one that come back with a price and wanted to do it. So
that little bracket that Arvin made for us, you can't buy that bracket, can you?
No, you can't buy
it's
it.
Not,
no,
it's not a bracket you can buy, and if you have to buy the full A-frame.
I think you have to buy the full A-frame, you know, and
yeah.
you know, you could probably get technical drawings and stuff out of LIBHERR, but it's time, you know, and time's money, and we needed it done. So
time's money. What time is it now, Cal? So 2 o'clock. We set up at 5 this morning. 4-hour drive back. So 6, 7 o'clock back. Yeah, because we'll stop at T-Bay. We're going to stop at T-Bay and get some tea because I'm starving. As long as you're happy, mate, I'm happy.
Dead on. No,
all right.
Spot on. Appreciate it.
I'll bang you an invoice in tomorrow.
Yeah.
And just pay us as soon as you can.
But yeah, it'd be Friday if not before. So yeah, we'll get that squared away. That's no problem. No, appreciate it.
All right, my man. As long as you're happy, that's the main thing.
Right. Yeah, and
is that van ready to go, Cal?
Sure is.
Cal also did the welding on the loading shovel before on the flag. Gouged all the weld off nut and re-welded it. Not on cam. So yeah, overall's off. Let's get ourselves some scran because I'm starving. All right, mate.
appreciate it. Top man.
Cheers,
Thank
bud.
you.
Nice one. All right, guys, back to the workshop. That's a nice 14-hour shift up to Scotland and back there. So I'm just going to unload the van now, get it ready for tomorrow. The Warrior will stay in. That Warrior is for this van now. The Arca gouging, brilliant. Really impressed with how that performed today on the Shindauer. And I'd say we got enough for a chapter here, guys. So yeah, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification button and I'll catch you on the next one.